My narcissistic, infertile sister wants me to bear a child for her. I'm 28, with an older sister, Angela, 30, whom I've never liked. Her competition with me went beyond typical sibling rivalry. She seemed to resent my very existence because I stole the spotlight from her. To cope, she sabotaged anything that made me happy. If I took up piano, she'd start lessons too. If I aced a subject, she'd suddenly excel in it. If I confided in mom about a crush, Angela was dating him within a week. I told my parents about her behavior, but they brushed it off, saying sisters mimic each other, and I couldn't claim ownership of her interests. She obsessively tracked my activities and outfits to one-up me. If I wore a checkered shirt, she'd show up in a checkered dress the next day. In 2010, that was the height of school fashion. She always got the credit, even when I started something first, because she was better. My parents skipped work for every one of her dance recitals, treating it like a national holiday. My concerts? They attended maybe twice, citing work or other obligations. Angela loved it. She'd mutter cruel remarks about me around our parents. And alone, she'd tell me she hated me and to stop trying because I'd always be second. At school, she tripped me, threw objects, and hid me in the halls almost daily. The school stepped in a few times, threatening suspension, but my parents defended her, calling it family issues or normal sister squabbles. They never disciplined her. I often got blamed when she'd cry, accusing me of bullying. Once, she bruised herself to convince Dad I'd attacked her. Her malicious rumors made me a pariah. Forming friendships was tough, so I bonded with kids from other areas. Eventually, she isolated me completely by befriending them, lying that our parents favored me and I belittled her. She stole my boyfriends with the same lies, painting me as mean and imitative. One time, she posed as someone else on MySpace for 4 months to coax an intimate photo from me, which she sent to our parents, schoolmates, teachers, and even told a guy I liked that she was the one in the photo, claiming I'd impersonated her. On my high school graduation, Mom told me Angela revealed severe abuse I'd inflicted on her, and I was no longer welcome at home. I moved out the next day. My parents rarely reached out after that, sending only occasional holiday or birthday messages. Financial support ended when I entered college. Soon after, I met my future husband, and we married within a year. My parents didn't attend the wedding or offer congratulations. When our first child was born 8 years ago, I informed them, hoping to mend ties, but they never tried to connect or meet my 3 children. From what I know, Angela is married to a guy she took from me in school and posts online about her pregnancy, upset she can't give our parents their first grandchild. After years of no contact, I received a message from Mom at 8 a.m. today. Here's the exact text. "Hi, author. It's your mom. We haven't spoken in ages, and I miss you. Your sister lost her baby this week. Angie and Justin are having a hard time. Send her something sweet. She'd appreciate it. Write back, I love you." I hate saying this, but I'm relieved she's hurting. I'm glad she can't be a mother. After years of tormenting me, what would she do to a child, especially a daughter? It enrages me that my parents demand sympathy for her. They always sided with her, casting me aside. I was the troublemaker. And now Mom's suddenly warm when she wants me to help Angela. They seem to value her miscarriage more than my living children, their grandchildren, who don't understand why they only have one set of grandparents. I'm ashamed, but I won't offer condolences to my toxic, narcissistic sister who's been coddled since birth. Maybe this will transform her, fostering empathy or something beyond malice and vengeance. If it does, I'd consider supporting her. For now, I feel a quiet but real satisfaction in her pain. Am I awful for this? Update 3 days later. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your comments and messages. I'm overwhelmed. It's the first time my childhood story has been met with kindness, support, and trust. Sharing was hard, as many think I'm exaggerating or lying. It sounds unreal, so I truly appreciate your support. I chose not to reply to Mom and blocked both parents, hoping that'd be the end, but it never is. Wednesday morning, my inbox was flooded with messages from my parents' siblings, most saying I owed Mom a response and calling me heartless. I blocked them too. My cousin learned about it from her younger sister, who attends family dinners with my parents and Angela. My mom and her siblings live nearby and eat together almost every night. I can't share a screenshot forgot, so I'll transcribe the message. Aunt Kathy is my mom for clarity. Angela kept calling you an ungrateful abuser for not talking to Aunt Kathy. Aunt Kathy said they should invite you to family events, so you'd eventually agree to be a surrogate. Then it got bizarre. Angela said she wants your husband's sperm so the child would be tall and blue-eyed. Aunt Kathy said they just need to deal with you for a year, then cut you off again. Angela insisted you're her only way to have a kid because she won't raise someone else's trash child. This message made me nauseous. Do they think my womb is a rental incubator, available for a few kind words and a casserole? At least Angela's too self-absorbed to consider adoption. I'm cutting them off permanently. If any of them approach me, I'll get a restraining order to keep them far from my home. After this vile plot to use me as a discount incubator and the ongoing lies they spread, they're not my family. My family is the one I've created. Sorry if this is intense, but you asked for an update, so here it is. At least there's some resolution. Thank you again. Now, the second story. I'm a medical student, and my fiancé freaked out over a vagina diagram in my anatomy textbook. I'm at a loss. Background: I'm 22, and my fiancé, Annie, also 22, have been friends since childhood. We started dating in high school, together for 6 years. After graduating, we both attended our local state university. In my third year, I proposed. Becoming a doctor has always been my dream, and she claimed it was hers too. When applying to medical schools, I cast a wide net. I planned to stay at our state university to avoid heavy debt and got accepted into its med program. Surprisingly, I also got into a top 3 national medical school on the opposite U.S. coast. I nearly declined, but a substantial partial scholarship made it only slightly more expensive than my state school, maybe a couple $1,000s more. Annie, ignoring my urging and that of our parents, professors, and advisors, applied only to our state school and a handful of elite top 10 programs. With her average grades and minimal research, she had little chance at those. She was rejected everywhere, including our state school, which crushed her. I've been supporting her, helping her stay optimistic. Current situation: I'm now at that top medical school across the country. Annie took a gap year to strengthen her resume, research projects, shadowing doctors, etc. She's living with me but couldn't find political science jobs, her major, that fit her research goals, so she's working part-time retail. I do my best to support her through this rough patch, never rubbing in her rejections. The incident: Friday night, I was studying for a Monday exam when Annie came home from work. She kissed me, and I asked about her day. She didn't respond, then scowled. Suddenly she snapped, "What's wrong with you?" pointing at a vagina diagram in my textbook. I was floored. After recovering, I said, "What do you mean? I'm studying," she retorted. "You know what I mean. Why are you staring at vagina pictures?" This was odd. She's fine with me occasionally watching adult content, and I know she does too. I explained I need to study anatomy for med school, but she wasn't convinced. She snatched the textbook, stormed to the bedroom, and slammed the door. I heard her crying and kept apologizing. Minutes later, she threw her engagement ring at me, slammed the door again, and sobbed. I slept on the couch. By morning, she was gone. Her text said she was staying at a friend's and done with me unless I quit med school and get a different job because, her words, she won't have me ogling vaginas like a damn creep. This isn't like her. She's usually calm and rational, with no mental health issues. I know it's not about the diagram, but I'm clueless about what to do. She's ignoring my texts and calls. Her friend, where she's staying, called me a jerk, said Annie's drinking and crying, and told me to stay away. Annie's parents are deceased, and she has few close relatives. I'm lost. I love her deeply, but I'm not abandoning my dream. I'd rather break up than cave to such a wild demand. I'm worried about her mental health and need advice. Before continuing, share your take on this in the comments. I think the author's in the right, and Annie's reaction is unhinged. It seems she's resentful because he got into a top school, and she didn't. Maybe she feels lesser, and it's gnawing at her. Perhaps she's conjured up a narrative that he's demeaning her. You know, when an intrusive thought spirals, and you're like, this happened, that proves it. Or is that just me? On to the update. Annie didn't cheat or get pregnant. Yesterday, I was fed up and went to her, ready to end things. She was half drunk, and there was lots of yelling and swearing at me. That's when I learned why she wanted me to quit. It wasn't about textbook vaginas. In my sophomore year, 2 friends left college for an IT startup and asked me to join. I have a computer science degree but stayed to pursue medicine. Their startup succeeded, and last year, they sold it to a big tech company for a fortune. I was thrilled for them. Their lives transformed. Big proposals, island vacations with family. This apparently triggered massive envy in Annie, leading to her vagina picture outburst. She wanted me to ditch med school because, she said, I could land a $150,000 bank job so we wouldn't live like broke losers. She called me an idiot for not doing it yet. Confused, I asked about our shared doctor dream. She admitted she never wanted medicine. She just went along because I was fixated on it. This explains her application choices. I ended things right there and told her to never contact me. She's staying with her friend for now, and we'll sort out moving apart. If you commented, did you guess right? I was half right. I predicted she wanted him to quit med school, but didn't see the rich friend's angle. The true reason makes more sense. Next up, the third story. My girlfriend confessed she only went on our first date out of pity, knowing I was head over heels for her. I'm 28, my girlfriend's 31, and we've been together 3 years. I've been smitten with her since high school, where she was a grade above me. My crush was so blatant everyone knew. When I was near her, people shot us sly glances, and my friends teased me relentlessly if we were close. Hiding it was futile, but I never had the guts to ask her out. After high school, we studied in different countries, not even connected on social media. About 3.2 years ago, I ran into her at a mutual high school friend's birthday. She was unmistakably her. Even more stunning, the host and a few other friends, aware of my old crush, nudged me to talk to her. Terrified, I approached. She remembered me, and we had a nice chat, swapping numbers and socials. Nervously, I checked if she was single. Her profile showed no signs of a boyfriend, so I got hopeful. I messaged her to hang out, braced for rejection, but she said yes, to my disbelief. Our first date went great. We had tons in common. We met again, and soon became a couple. She's exceeded my dreams, and she's truly happy with me. We've even discussed marriage. Last weekend, we hosted dinner for her best friend and her husband, a longtime school friend of mine. After eating, we chatted, and everyone but me was tipsy since they were staying over. Her best friend, drunk, turned to my girlfriend and said, "You're glowing tonight. I'm proud of you too." I grinned and said, "Thanks." Then she went on, "You didn't even want to give him a shot and only agreed after I pestered you for one pity date. You planned to politely brush him off, and now you're planning a future. I'm so glad I pushed you. Imagine if you ditched him." Her husband sensed the awkwardness and hustled her to bed. My girlfriend visibly stiffened. When we got to bed, she was tearing up after changing. She grabbed my hand and said, "Don't take her seriously." I asked, "Is it true?" She admitted it was. She knew I was crazy about her. When I asked her out, she didn't want to hurt me with a flat-out no. She talked it over with her friend, then her roommate, who knew me. The friend encouraged her, but she was skeptical. Her friend suggested a few dates, then a gentle letdown. She went along, but felt a spark and wanted to keep dating. I hugged her, saying it was fine, it's history, but it hurt. She must have noticed, as she's been extra sweet since. On one hand, I'm set to propose to my dream girl, and our relationship's 10 times better than I'd hoped. On the other, it stings that she initially pitted me into dating. Help me not sabotage this amazing relationship. My opinion, the friend clearly wanted to inflate her ego, acting like she's the genius matchmaker they owe everything to, while subtly shading me. It's about her feeling important. The relationship? Move forward. Yeah, it's a bummer, but that's life. We all use what we've got. If the author's knack is winning someone through empathy, that's fair. Some folks leverage sympathy, like street performers exaggerating hardship, and it works. Drop your thoughts below, agree or not. Let's see the update. Update: 2 days later, here's what happened post my post. The next morning, the friend apologized for her tactless remarks, blaming too much alcohol. She wanted credit for playing matchmaker, but said too much while drunk. I told her no need to apologize. I owed her thanks for that first date. After she left, I opened up to my girlfriend, asking why she hesitated back then. She held my hands and explained she felt awkward. She'd known for years I adored her, and since I was younger, her hometown friends teased her about it. Most mutual friends knew I was infatuated. When I asked why I hesitated to ask her out, She felt uneasy because I liked her more upfront, and she feared she couldn't live up to my idealized image of her. Also, she thought I was odd. She admitted it, lol. Her friend vouched for me, so she agreed to a few dates, planning to ease me out after. I asked what shifted after date 1. She said, "You weren't creepy, just nervous and happy. No weird energy, just a guy with a crush, and we had crazy chemistry right away. 3 years on, I'm more in love with you than you were with me." We went back to our first date spot for dinner, tried to order the same food, but one dish was gone, so we picked something new we'd never tried. That's it, folks. Thanks for reminding me I'm one lucky guy. P.S. Ring shopping first week of December. That's it. Thanks for sticking through all the stories. Watch our previous videos linked here, subscribe, and good luck.